Hey, this is Rich. Welcome back. This is week 53, and it's the first day of summer, or actually the second day of summer. And I noticed one thing in all of my videos and some of my food things is that when I was going to the farmer's market, I was losing weight. And when I stopped going to the farmer's market in mid-November, I stopped losing weight. Well, guess what? Farmer's market's open again, so I'm going to start coming here. Why don't you go ahead and walk around with me a little bit. So one thing that you'll notice right away is that it's kind of early in the year. It's only June 21st. And so there's a lot more flowers and a lot more food, pre-cooked food, than there is vegetables and fruits. It's just a little early in this area. But we'll walk around and look and see what's going on. So one of the interesting things is there's a lot of people that they use it as a vendor fair, and they have things that they've made or imported. Now here's something that actually is things that were certainly grown here and probably harvested here, but then we get into tomatoes and things like that. Now I don't think that's right. I don't think that they can actually harvest anything yet, but you know, we've got cucumbers and some onions. That's all from Minnesota, I'm sure. So here again, you'll see beans and potatoes and things like that, and some lettuce. So clearly, this is something that's homegrown here. Over here, we got asparagus. I didn't realize asparagus was in season just yet. Lots of flowers. A lot of people selling flowers. And you get a really good deal. They're $10 or $12. They're like $100 if you go to the floral shop. And you got onions, and then of course some more things people are selling, and then some food vendors. So if you want to come out and get a coffee or anything like that, get some real food, not just pastries, you can certainly do that. Like that Philly cheesesteak. Oh, does that sound good now? We'll get a little close-up of the flowers. Look at that, $10. That is absolutely insane. You can get something like that for $10. So one of the things that's unique about this farmer's market is they have multiple sections. They're all covered by roofs, and they have ramps going up and down between them. So if you have a hard time with stairs, it's really easy to get there. Another thing to get is there's vendors that have breads and homemade bakery goods. Oh, and some things that they will then turn around and sell online and sell to real stores. Lots and lots of produce. Lots and lots of stuff here. It's just amazing. And then there's people that jar things, make some jams. It's just nuts here. And then if you look across the street, I hope you can see it this far. I'm not going to go over there, but there's just tons and tons of flowers and plants already. So it's already time for people to start buying. Okay, well that was my trip to the farmer's market. They had some things, and actually some of the people had tomatoes because they have greenhouses. So I was talking to them, and I went back to the place that I go to all the time, and I like eating hot peppers there, and they said they'll have hot peppers maybe as early as 2 or 3 weeks, which is crazy. It normally doesn't happen until August, so that's almost a month early. It's great. Anyhow, what do you call a fish with no eyes? What do you call a fish with no eyes? I better spell that one so you can see, because maybe I didn't say it that well. You know, I used to do jokes about retired people, but none of them work. All right, that's all for the jokes today. You didn't come to hear that. You came to see how I did. This week was kind of a flat week. I didn't lose any weight. I didn't gain any weight. I'm at 0. I'm still 85 pounds down. This week I also started and stepped up my increase to 1.7 milligrams of Wegovy. So next week, expect big things. We'll see you next week.